Morning.
Good morning. We I had a little bit of a broken sleep. You had a good sleep, I think.
It was very, very cold. We stole all the blankets from the spare bed.
Like four sets of blankets on top of the bed, and I think it got down to must have been pretty close. 3-4 degrees. But we had dinner last night up at the homestead. We didn't bring the cameras up because it was sort of quite a close, intimate sort of setting. But we're walking back up there now for a nice cooked breakfast. And then I think the plan is today to grab a quad bike and go for a bit of explore. So that you guys are definitely coming along for.
Yeah, and it's like much less windy today, so kind of looking forward to basking in the sun and actually enjoying this beautiful outback here.
It is so peaceful, it's so quiet and still. It's magic. Time to get some more firewood.
Come on, get on.
You go a bit faster. She only learned to ride the four-wheeler 2 minutes ago.
Hey, girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Alright, we've taken our little quad bike out for our venture for the day, basically. There's this hill, I think it's about 16 kilometers or something from the homestead, and we've just made it to the base of the hill. It's called Corin Hill, and we've done a bit of a loop around it, and I think we found a little pass that we can potentially go up, so let's venture.
Let's see what sort of view we can see from the top. Well, we made it to the top.
Oh, I'm looking at weather forecast because it's very windy still.
Yeah, super windy. But we found a nice little, what is it? I don't know if you're going to see it. Lake off in the distance. We're going to jump on the bike and go down there and maybe have some lunch and have a look around that pond. Found a ripper little spot to have something to eat. We got down to the lake.
Who's this, Will?
It's Pip. Hey, Pip.
Oh, no snackles. No snackles, right?
Look at the roof, man. The timbers are like actually just cut branches. All the cables for the wool. There's all the power for the shears. It's about as much as I know. So all these are the old drives for the old shears. I don't really know much about them, but I assume that this whole shaft would spin these wheels. There would be some sort of like cam or something that would drive that cylinder up and down inside this rod, which would then power the shears and just move the shear blades left and right. If anyone knows any different, put it in the comments, let me know. Super interesting. I think that's how it worked, but clear prop.
I did it!
We're on 1267. We're on Com 1.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get taxi. Gabyon Station traffic. Comanche Sierra Tango Foxtrot is entering a backtracking runway 16 for a runway 08 departure overhead to the south. Gabyon Station. Alright, so we're on main tank. Gear is down and indicating. Oil temp's just about in the green now.
Yeah.
RPM's holding steady. We've got some positive charge still from the turn. Our instruments are all set. We're lined up with runway heading. We're going to be making a left departure and then we're going to track out to the south. We'll just carry a little bit of speed around the corner because I want to be able to put the power in nice and quick, but I don't want to be picking up any stones.
Okay.
And fuel pump, the last thing.
Fuel pump, this one?
Fuel pump, good.
Yep.
Okay. Airspeed is alive. T's and P's are all holding true. Fuel flow looks good. Hit the nose down, see we get a little bit of speed up. Gears coming up. Couple of little bumps. Good rate of climb. I will slowly bring it back to 25 inches. 2500 RPM on the prop. Actually not as bumpy as what I thought it would be.
I'll just take some videos of the hill and stuff.
Sure. And Gabyon Station, Comanche Sierra Tango Foxtrot is just departed runway 08. We're in a left turn for an overhead departure, tracking south. Gabyon Station. We're sort of just leveled back out now in cruise. 7,500 feet. It's yeah, nice and smooth up here out of the bumps. We've got about 68 minutes to our next waypoint. Yeah, so everything's ticking along nicely. We're running on the right-hand main tank. I'll probably give it another few minutes and then I'll jump across to the auxiliary and burn the rest of that down for about 15 minutes. And then yeah, we'll just swap between our two main tanks for the rest of the trip home. What we're leaned out using 62 litres an hour, 22 inches, 2400 RPM. We're indicating about 133, somewhere there, 133 knots with a true airspeed of 153. We've actually got a ground speed of 152, so up here, as we looked at earlier from the little bit of phone reception we could get, that between sort of 6 to 10,000 the wind was very, very stable. So it yeah, makes for a nice, efficient, smooth ride. But yeah, Gabyon Station, what an absolutely beautiful place. Yeah, tucked away out in the middle of nowhere, I suppose.
Yeah, I am so delighted we found that place basically by accident,
Yeah.
by looking on the map, places to go to. Um, I think, reading the reviews and hearing how hospitable they are and how lovely it is there, we didn't really realize how welcoming the family was gonna be, and like literally, the feeling of how they really welcomed you into the farm, and set you up for success, whether it's with meals or the bikes, venturing around.
Yeah,
It was really, really great couple days to get away from the city.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely took a day. I mean, as always, you always want to stay a couple of extra days, but it definitely took a day to just wind down and actually be okay with doing nothing. And Helen, the owner there, thank you so much. And she was the same. She was just go out, take a book, go sit under the porch and just watch the world go by. There's nothing happens unless you want it to happen.
Feel right at home at someone else's home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely worth it if you get the chance.
Yep.
Look them up, and yeah.
Yeah, it won't be our last time, so maybe we'll catch you out there next year.
Another time. Oh, and for the aspiring pilots, I think we put a tiny bit in the video previously, but yeah, the runways are absolutely perfect. Graded and looked after by the local council for the RFDS jets.
Yep.
So yeah, absolutely no dramas getting in and out of there. I would imagine they probably get a little soft in once there's rain, but provided they're dry, they are beautiful and wide, perfectly graded. Yeah, absolutely. Probably the best country strip I've ever landed on. Really, really nice. I will put us onto an ox tank. So we're now just on descent, 6,800, descending 4,500 to get us below the Charlie Steps. We're just to the west of Northern. Basically, Perth is off to our west, and we'll come in around the back of Perth, and we'll come in for a inbound via Russ, is the name. I'll basically just go on to flying this particular autopilot on heading mode. There's a nav mode. Seems to wander a little bit, and yeah, it's actually just a little nicer. So we're just gradually putting a little bit of fuel back in, maintaining engine temperatures on the way down. And we're coming up on a tank change. So we'll do that now. We'll bring the fuel pump back on again. So we're currently on the right main. I'll check the left main by pushing the button. The gauge comes up to just over half. That's what we know. There's no fluctuation with the pump on. We'll switch across to left main. Once again, keep an eye, there's no fluctuation. That's looking good. So we're across on Perth Centre now, 13525. Bring some power back in as we level back out. So 4,500. We'll hit the Alt button to capture that. We'll bring us back up to about 22, 23 inches manifold, prop still at 24. And our fuel flow is going to be back up since we're quite a bit lower again now. So if we were sitting at about 60 litres an hour, we're back to about 70 litres an hour. And we've kept a nice constant temperature on all of those cylinders. And now we're inbound. So we got 13525 dialed up, which is Perth Centre. That's what we want to be listening to. Our next frequency is going to be 118.1, Jandakot Tower. We've also got 12865 dialed up. on COM 1. So it's still Juliet, which is what we've got.
Juliet.
I'll turn that off for the moment and we'll double check as we get a little bit closer just to make sure nothing changes again. How you going, Dale? Staying awake? Just?
I am very tired. I feel dehydrated, dried out.
Well, we're only...
I know.
No,
Yes.
I'm just thinking we're close to home, so let's have some water. Where's the water bottle?
Yes. And on top of everything, of course we need to pee.
I'm okay.
I do need to
kept
pee.
the water intake down for that leg of the flight.
That's okay. Yeah, but all good. Not long now.
Right, so we're now tracking for Wollongong Reservoir, which is not this one, Perth. What's that one?
Yeah, Mandarin, we're...
Canning Dam.
I don't know. I don't have a map, hard to say.
So Canning Dam off to our right is the outbound track, and we need to stick to the left of the Wollongong. I'll never pronounce this correctly.
Tell me?
Wollongong. Wollongong? Brett? Yeah, Wollongong?
Wollongong?
Anyone else? Feel free to pronounce that properly. But yeah, that's the inbound, but that's the outbound. It just keeps a little bit of separation. Then we'll be making a right turn from there to heading at 290, and it's only, or must be 3 miles, is Russ, and that's our reporting point to Jandakot Tower. Oh, that sun's terrible. Alright, so we're now across, we want to go 3,000 because we're coming into Jandakot. We're on 118.1. I'll turn that up. We're coming up on Russ. It all happens pretty quick here. Jandakot Tower, Comanche, Sierra Tango Foxtrot at Russ, 1,700 for 1,500 inbound with Juliet.
Sierra Tango Foxtrot, maintain 1,500.
Maintain 1,500, Sierra Tango Foxtrot.
Jandakot Tower, Bravo Yankee Echo, over Oakford, inbound at 1,500 in receipt of Juliet.
Bravo Yankee Echo, maintain 1,500. Traffic at Russell inbound, Comanche.
Sierra Tango Foxtrot, Forestdale Lake.
Tango Foxtrot.
Bravo Yankee Echo at Forestdale Lake.
Bravo Yankee Echo, follow the Comanche that's just ahead of you.
Following the Comanche, Bravo Yankee Echo.
We'll keep our speed up. And we're using a runway 24. We'll be joining midfield crosswind.
Jandakot Tower, Zulu Hotel Alpha at boat shed 1,500 inbound, information Juliet.
Bravo X-ray Kilo, Forestdale Lake.
Bravo X-ray Kilo.
Alright, I'll start pulling the speed back.
Sierra Tango Foxtrot, cleared visual approach, follow the vans on base.
Cleared visual approach, runway 24, and looking for traffic, Sierra Tango Foxtrot. Yeah, coming down, we're below 130. We'll get first stage flap in.
Oh yeah, turning final?
Yep.
Yeah, they're final.
Okay.
Bravo Yankee Echo, cleared visual approach, follow the preceding Comanche.
Cleared visual approach, following the Comanche, Bravo Yankee Echo.
You've got him? I still
Yeah, he's on final.
Okay.
Taking over Oscar, roger, maintain 1,500.
Maintain 1,500. Tango November Oscar.
Alright, so brakes, I've got pressure, undercarriage is down and indicating mixtures full rich fuel. We're on the fullest tank, flaps. I have the first stage down, we have no cow flaps.
Sierra Tango Foxtrot, clear to land.
Clear to land, Sierra Tango Foxtrot. We're turning base.
There's the
Oh
other
yeah, I got
aircraft.
you. Instruments, switches, I've got landing lights and strobes on. Let's
Going late downwind.
Oh, another one. There for a second.
yeah.
Cleared visual approach for runway 24 right, late downwind, Zulu Hotel Alpha.
Alright, pitch, props forward. Undercarriage is down and indicating.
Mixture's full, Rich. Fuel and flaps.
Tango November Oscar, maintain 1,500, join upwind, runway 24 left.
A little bit of trim.
Power 115, decimal 4.
That's feeling better. 75, short final.
Runway 06 left.
A little high on the glide, there we go. First red light's coming in.
Decimal 4. Tango November Oscar.
Tango November Oscar, thanks, and just confirm your signed runway is runway 24 left.
Second red light's in. I'll get a little bit of power in just to carry us through.
Good afternoon, here to Pole Air 61, holding short eastern pad for your departure, ready.
Pole Air 61, line up at the eastern pad.
Line up at Pole Air.
Power out.
Bravo Yankee Echo, clear to land.
Clear to land, Bravo Yankee Echo.
Off. We'll get the plane cleaned up. We'll bring the flaps up. Bring the strobes off. Take the landing lights off. Everything's looking good, and we want 124 decimal 3. Jandakot ground, afternoon Sierra Tango Foxtrot Bravo 2 to the southern apron.
Sierra Tango Foxtrot ground, take your 7 apron.
Actually the southern apron, Sierra Tango Foxtrot. See ya. Alright.
Go far downwind. Go.
They're right, front and left. Definitely happens a bit quicker, doesn't it?
Yeah, suddenly was traffic everywhere, quite quiet, and then
And we'll bring that back to ground. I can't see with it done. Alright, well guys, I hope you enjoyed the trip. I hope you got to see a few things. Yeah, a plane that we don't get to fly too often, which was nice to sort of get nice and current again in this. First time for you, Brett. Yeah, take care. We'll see you on the next one.